for the one-day international between South Africa and Bangladesh. You were out in the middle earlier, Jim. How did the pitch look?
Good morning, everyone. This pitch is flat and true, with not much in it for the bowlers. It's going to be hard to keep the score down out here. It'll be hard work in the field for whichever team loses the toss. I'd choose to bat. Well, that appears to be the state of the pitch. Back to you, Richie.
Manjurul Islam to bowl the first over of the day. Over pitched and four. That's the first boundary for Gibbs. Well, that was six as soon as he hit it.
Well, you can't set fields for shots like that. That's brilliant.
Gibbs is now facing. Super wicket keeping. It's straight at Mushfiqur Rahman. That's 14 off the over now. This over is proving to be quite expensive. Takes him into double figures. 18 runs came from that over.
The one-day fielding restrictions really give attacking batsmen an advantage at the start of the innings.
Asibul Hossain to begin a new over. That's a lovely way to get off the mark. That's straight up in the air. That's a nice bit of timing.
That's the perfect leg glance. Just use the pace of the ball to deflect it to the boundary.
Stopped by Mushfiqur Rahman. It's high in the air. Gibbs has moved into the 20s and is starting to look far more relaxed. 8 overs are left for South Africa. Manjurul Islam to begin a new over. No wicket for 27. And the field is not going to cut that off. That's the first boundary for Preston. Feeding to the boundary. Super shot by Preston.
Yes, that was a lovely shot. He will have enjoyed that one.
No wicket for 35. Manjur al-Islam continues. That's 9 off the over now. Manjur al-Islam is proving to be a little expensive. Manjur al-Islam continues. Nine runs were picked up from that over by Manjur al-Islam. Asibul Hussain to begin a new over. Not timed perfectly, but they'll get some runs anyway. That was an athletic stop by the keeper. Asibul Hussain to Kirsten. It's straight at Javed Omar. South Africa have taken their total on to no wicket for 38. Short and smashed for 4. Preston moves into double figures with those runs. Smashed that right out of the ground.
Exciting stuff. He took a risk, but was well rewarded as the ball disappeared over the fence.
South Africa, no wicket for 48. Pushed into the gap. Preston has now moved into the 20s. 6 overs are left in the innings. We're about to see the first bowling change. It's straight to a fielder. South Africa have taken their total on to no wicket for 49. It's straight at Amanul Islam. It's high in the air. It's in good form out there.
Fantastic shot there. He knew it was 4 as soon as he struck it.
The 50 is up for South Africa. That's the end of the 5th over. There's a change in the bowling for Bangladesh. That was an athletic stop by the keeper. South Africa, no wicket for 54. Top and away for 4. You can't afford to bowl out of there.
Well, he just got away with it. Risky shot. I'd recommend keeping the ball on the ground at this stage. Four byes. That'll go down as a mistake by the keeper.
The score is now no wicket for 63. That's 11 off the over now. Mehrab Hossain is proving to be a little expensive. Gibbs is now facing. Great take by the wicketkeeper. Hit down the ground beautifully by Gibbs.
Well played. He got into perfect position for that shot. Head over the ball. Weight going forward.
Goodness me, that's 16 off the over now. South Africa move on to 75. Can't afford to bowl at him there.
He picked that ball up beautifully. The bowler will have to be careful not to put the ball in that area again.
It's high in the air. That went a long way back into the stands.
Well, you can't set fields for shots like that. That's brilliant.
South Africa have taken their total on to no wicket for 85. That's gone high in the air. Played with a beautifully straight bat.
Well, they don't come much straighter than that. He got the full face of the bat on it and stroked it past the bowler.
36 runs came from that over by Mehrab Hossain. Mushfiqur Rahman to bowl the last of his allotted overs. South Africa move on to 91. Mushfiqur Rahman continues. It's straight at Amanul Islam. It's high in the air.
What an effortless shot. Brilliant.
Gibbs is now on strike. Mushfiqur Rahman to bowl to Gibbs. It's in the air. Crowd are giving him a great round of applause as they appreciate the importance of this knock.
He'll enjoy this moment.
3 overs are left in the innings. It's straight at Nemer Rahman. That's gone high in the air. The batsman coming back for a second. He looked as if he was home to me. The fielder's appeal, but he was quite comfortably home. The total is now no wicket for 104. Stopped by Namer Rahman. That's straight up in the air. That nearly joined us up here in the commentary box.
Well, he really hit that a long way. Exciting stuff.
The fielder will cut that off. Two overs are left in the innings. Bangladesh are making a change in the bowling. Comfortably taken, no worries.
That was a lazy shot. He'll regret that when he sees the replay.
Kirsten eventually goes for 34.
He'll be kicking himself about that dismissal. He really didn't play that ball very well.
The next man in is Cullis. Mohammad Rafiq has picked up the first wicket of the match. One now for 111. The total is now 1 for 112. First boundary for Cullis. South Africa have taken their total on to 1 for 116. Cullis facing. That's gone high in the air. That really was a super strike.
Well, he just got away with it. Risky shot. I'd recommend keeping the ball on the ground at this stage.
It's been a rather expensive over so far. That's 9 off the over now. So there was 11 off that over. We're going to see the off spin of Neymar Rahman. He'll be aiming for that rough patch. One for 122. Cullis waiting at the striker's end. Out, he's caught him.
Well, he just picked the fielder out perfectly with that shot.
Cullis has gone for 9. The next batsman is Cullinan. South Africa, 2 down now for 123. There it goes. It's the first boundary for Cullinan. 2, now 4 and 27. Quick link quickly with that one.
Well, he smashed that for 4 with a big smile on his face.
Out. He's been caught.
Wonderful catch. He did fantastically just to get near it, let alone hang on to it.
Cullinan goes for only 8. The next batsman in is the right-handed Mackenzie. Neymar Rahman gets his second wicket. South Africa are 3 down now for 131. South Africa have taken their total on to 3 for 132. That's out of the ground. Really struck that well.
That's a demoralising sight for any bowler, seeing the ball sail over the fence.
It brings the innings to a close with a total at 138.
That was a really good performance out there.
Donald to bowl the first over of the innings, so they need 139 to win from 60 balls. Javed Omar is now facing. That's a lovely way to get off the mark. Those are the first runs for Mehrab Hossain. The score is now no wicket for 2. Very good over. Only 2 off it in the end.
The fielding restrictions provide the opportunity for attacking batsmen to score some fast early runs.
Pollock to begin a new spell. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here. Played all around. That was a superb delivery.
South Africa. He played that shot to perfection.
Mehrab Hossain goes for only 1.
Well, it seems like miles back to the pavilion when you've got out cheaply.
Habibul Bashar is the new batsman. Pollock takes the first wicket of the innings.
Fielding. He's applied himself superbly that when he sees the
It's
replay.
great at Gibbs. Habibul Bashar is now facing.
Fielding. His pick-up and throw were instantaneous. Drew the batsman into the shot and beat him in flight. Instantaneous in flight. Lazy shot. He'll regret that when he sees the replay.
Donald to begin a new over. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here.
Fielding. His pick-up and throw were instantaneous.
Not timed perfectly, but they'll get some runs anyway.
Regret that when he sees the replay. Drew the batsman into the shot and beat him in flight. Fielding. Finding him difficult
and shattered the stumps. He really shattered the stumps with that one.
He was bowled all over the place.
Habibul Bashar makes his way back to the dressing room.
Well, he hasn't troubled the scorers with that innings.
The next batsman is Amanul Islam. Donald gets his first wicket. Bangladesh 2 down now for 3.
Pick up and throw were instantaneous. He'll regret that when he sees the replay. Pick up and throw were instantaneous. Drew the batsman into the shot and beat him in flight.
Bangladesh move on to 3.
Fielding. His pick-up and throw were instantaneous. The batsman was beaten all ends up.
That was an athletic stop by the keeper.
Instantaneous and smashed it over the boundary. He held on to that.
High in the air. That's the first boundary for Amanul Islam.
The run rate is rising all the time, so the batsmen need to increase their scoring rate.
Pollock to begin a new over. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here.
Fielding. His pick-up and throws were instantaneous. He'll regret that when he sees the replay.
But, they'll get some runs anyway.
He drew the batsman into the shot and beat him in flight. Instantaneous in flight. Drew the batsman into the shot and beat him in flight.
So they need 131 to win from 40 balls.
Pick up and throw were instantaneous. Can't believe he held on to that.
The fielder will cut that one off.
In flight. He drew the batsman into the shot and beat him in flight. Fielding. His pick-up and throw were instantaneous.
The total is now 2 for 9.
Pick up and throw were instantaneous.
Steered expertly into the gap. Stopped in the covers.
Drew the batsman into the shot and beat him in flight.
129 runs required.
Fielding. His pick up and throw over the boundaries. He held on to that.
The fielder will cut that one off.
Batsman into the shot and beat him in
6 overs are left in the innings.
Bangladesh need to up the tempo a little here if they're to stay in contention.
We're about to see a change in the bowling. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here.
Pick up and throw were held on to that.
He's worked that into the gap.
When he sees the replay, he drew the batsman into the shot and beat him in flight.
Bangladesh have taken their total on to 2 for 12. Klusner to Javed Omar.
Fielding. His pick up and throw he'll regret that when he sees the replay.
Javed Omar waiting at the striker's end.
Instantaneous. Regret that when he sees the replay. Instantaneous. Blazing shot. He'll regret that when he sees the replay. He drew the batsman into the shot and beat him in flight. Pick up and throw were instantaneous. Well to cling on to
played, but the fielder will cut that one off.
Regret that when he sees the replay. Drew the batsman into the shot and beat him in flight. Instantaneous. Can't believe he held on to that.
Didn't quite get hold of that one properly.
Drew the batsman into the shot
That's
and
the
beat
end
him
of
in
the
flight.
fifth over. There's a change in the bowling with the off-spin of Cullinan. He'll be trying to bowl into the rough. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here. They have 5 overs to get, 123. Cullinan to bowl to Javed Omar.
In flight. Batsman can't believe he held on to that.
Klusner out at long on.
He drew the batsman into the shot and beat him in flight.
Bangladesh move on to 17. Aminul Islam waiting at the striker's end.
Overthrows. He did well to hang on to
He's
the
worked that
opposition.
into the gap.
When he sees the replay. Excellent catch. The batsman can't believe he held on to that.
That takes him into double figures. 2 now for 21. Cullinan to Aminul Islam.
Him in flight. Him in flight. Drew the batsman into the shot and beat him in flight.
The total is now 2 for 22.
Him in flight.
116 runs required.
Him in flight.
That's 9 off the over now. This over is proving to be quite expensive.
Runs to the opposition. Drew the batsman into the shot and beat him in flight.
115 runs required.
Him in flight.
The score is now 2 for 24.
Him in flight. Him in flight. Him in flight. Regret that when he sees the replay.
Stopped by Mackenzie. 4 overs are left for Bangladesh. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here.
Fielding. His pick up and throw
when he
were
sees the replay.
instantaneous.
They have 4 overs to get, 113.
Instantaneous.
He's applied himself
well to cling onto
superbly out there.
Didn't quite get hold of that one properly.
Blazy shot. He'll regret that when he sees the replay. He drew the batsman into the shot and beat him in flight.
The score is now 2 for 27.
Instantaneous.
Thrilling to
catch.
watch.
The batsman
Well
can't
played,
believe
but,
he held
the
on to
fielder
that.
will cut that one off.
Him in flight.
Drew the batsman into the shot and beat him in flight.
Bangladesh are 2 for 28.
Fielding. He's
Pick
applied
up and
himself
throw
were
superbly
instantaneous.
Stopped by Cullis. 111 runs required. Javed Omar waiting at the striker's end.
Fielding. His pick up and
finding
throw
him
were
difficult to play out there
today.
111 runs required.
Fielding. His pick up and throw were instantaneous.
Stopped by Cullinan. A very good over. Only 2 offered in the end. Cullinan bowled the last of his allotted overs. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here.
Smashed it over the
Believe he
boundary.
held on to that.
Thrilling to watch.
Regret that when he sees the replay.
Drew the batsman into the shot and beat him in flight.
They have 3 overs to get, 110.
Him in flight.
Bangladesh have taken their total on to 2 for 29.
Him in flight.
And he did well to cling onto it.
Regret that when he sees the replay.
He drew the batsman into the shot and beat him in flight.
Him in flight.
2 now for 31.
Him in flight.
So they need 107 to win from 14 balls.
Him in
He
flight.
drew the
He did
batsman
well to
into the
cling onto
shot
it.
and beat him in flight. Drew the batsman into the shot and beat him in flight.
overthrows. That's
he did well to
giving
cling
runs
on to the
Should
opposition.
just go for 4 runs. Javed Omar moves into double figures with those runs. That's 9 off the over now. This over is proving rather costly to South Africa. Javed Omar is now facing.
Team in flight.
2 overs are left for Bangladesh. We're about to see a change in the bowling. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here.
Instantaneous. They're finding him difficult to play out there today.
They have 2 overs to get, 102.
Fielding. His pick up and throw were instantaneous. Fielding. His pick up and throw were
Nice shot,
instantaneous.
but it won't make it to the boundary.
Drew the batsman into the shot and beat him in flight.
Fielding. His pick up and throw were instantaneous.
Two for 39.
Fielding. His pick up and throw were instantaneous.
It's straight at Mackenzie.
Pick up and throw
That's
were
instantaneous.
instantaneous. Can't believe he held on to that.
Drew the batsman into the shot and beat him in flight.
Aminul Islam waiting at the striker's end.
Instantaneous and smashed it over the boundary. Thrilling to watch.
Wasn't a very good delivery.
Lovely front foot shot. Head over the ball, wrists in front of the bat as he played through the line.
South Africa are about to make a change in the bowling. The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here.
And smashed it over the boundary. He held on to that. Thrilling to watch.
He drew the batsman into the shot and beat him in flight.
Boye to Aminul Islam.
Over the boundary.
Lazy shot.
Thrilling to watch.
Regret that when
Smacked
he
that
sees
over
the
the top
replay.
and been rewarded with 4. Aminul Islam has moved into the 20s and is starting to look far more relaxed.
And smashed it
Believe
over
he
the
held on to
boundary.
that.
6.
Thrilling to watch. Even flight.
These two players have
Regret
now
that
put
when
on
he sees the
52.
replay.
That brings up the 50 for Bangladesh. Aminul Islam waiting at the striker's end.
And smashed it over the boundary. Thrilling to watch.
And they were diving for cover in the stand there.
Well, you can't set fields for shots like that. That's brilliant.
78 runs required.
In flight.
Thrilling to watch.
That's a big hit. It's 6. That nearly joined us up here in the commentary box.
That's a demoralising sight for any bowler, seeing the ball sail over the fence.
72 runs required.
And smashed it over the boundary.
The replay.
Thrilling to watch.
He drew the batsman into the shot and beat him in flight.
So to sum up then, South Africa win by 70 runs.